Hi guys, welcome back to Rewrite with Allie. I'm here with Kylie.
Good morning, good morning.
What's your business name?
I actually just rebranded, so it's the Gel Bar by Kylie.
And where are you located?
I am located in Prosser, Washington at the M Avenue Salon.
Okay, perfect. Here comes Sai. What's your business name? What is it called?
Styles by Sai.
And where are you located?
Prosser, Washington.
What salon?
M Avenue Salon.
They work in the same building. And I'm very curious, and you guys be 100% honest, okay? Do you ever get annoyed with each other?
I honestly don't think, well, that looks like something else.
I'm curious what you have to say because I'm always in your video.
I don't think I've ever actually been annoyed by Sai.
No, I don't think Kylie annoys me. I feel like if anything, I would be the one annoyed because I'm always in her room, just sitting on her couch. Like her clients are having a conversation, I'm just like sitting there scrolling.
Really? Is it only clients that you know too, or is it really?
Anybody.
Everybody.
It doesn't matter.
Really?
Yeah.
You do nails, you do hair.
Yes.
Okay. What is something trending right now in the nails industry that you hate and that you love?
I used to hate tortoise print. The tortoise shell.
But it's really pretty.
It is really pretty, and then I kind of like messed around with it and figured out how to do it really easily, and it's like one of my favorite things to do now. A trend that I hate is silver isolated chrome, and that's like in every single one of Sai's nail sets.
It's on my nails right
Wait,
now.
let me see.
Like around the star.
Oh.
So I don't know if it's like the chrome that I have, or just because Sai won't stop moving when I'm working.
Because is it really tedious? Or why do you hate it?
It's just, I think it's the chrome powder that I have.
Yeah.
It was like some of my beginner stuff. It's not like professional grade chrome, whatever. And it is actually atrocious how hard it is. Isolated.
To work with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just isolated chrome in general. It's like, it gets everywhere. Like, I haven't found anything that makes it easy to do. I've tried, like, you can do like a matte top coat and then wipe it with acetone.
Who does your nails?
Her name's Aaliyah Fonseca. Shout out to Lovely Nails.
They're
She's really good.
Yeah. And then what about you? In the hair industry, what's something that you love and that you hate right now?
I don't know. I feel like I just love doing blondes. Like that is my favorite thing to do. Like foils, even like the dimensional brunettes, like that come around like in the fall time. I don't have anything that I hate right now, but like in specific, I do not like men's haircuts at all.
Do men ever go to you?
Yes, and it makes me so mad. I dread it every time.
Wait, why do you accept male clients then?
Well, like it's like my grandpa, but like I'm not gonna tell him no.
Yeah.
But, like I hate doing it.
Yeah. Before getting into nails, you were in dental, right?
So I worked as a dental assistant, and then before I had Adrian, I stayed at home until I had her, and then I was actually I worked at a winery. I was a server.
Which winery?
Airfield.
Oh, you worked there. You said after
I had
Adrian?
Yeah.
Okay, and then how did you, like, what was your journey to getting into nails? I feel like when you got into nails, it was very out of the blue.
It was very out of the blue. I used to be a really bad nail biter, and I always loved looking at people's like natural nails, like when they didn't bite their nails. I'm like, oh, I'm so jealous. I look like I have little boy hands.
Yeah. Yay. No, you're good. Thank you.
Then I have strawberries.
Beautiful.
Here's
Thank you so much.
and then strawberries.
Perfect.
Yay, thank you.
Don't forget anything else.
Okay,
Thank
thank you. You're gonna have to really bite into that.
No, I'll take it to go.
Okay, hold on. We have to say what we got.
That thing's huge.
I got a pumpkin cream smoothie. We're at Blue Carrot right now. What did you get?
I can't remember what it's called. The spicy avocado crunch.
It looks amazing.
It does look really good.
The strawberries and cream smoothie.
Yeah, let's do a little taste test.
Here you go.
I get this all the time. I came yesterday because I was craving it. It's good, right?
That is actually so good.
I wish you could try it.
I have my EpiPen.
Oh, me? I was like...
Wait, what's in that?
It's pumpkin.
Is there any like fruit
Try.
in it?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
So Kylie is allergic to fresh fruit.
Yeah.
How is that even a thing?
Honestly, That was kind of sour and spicy at the same time, sorry. So my dad has the same allergy, and it just like kind of passes down in my family because my Adrian, she's actually allergic to oranges and pineapples.
So it's like the citrusy, I'm assuming. The citrus.
But me, it's more so berries. Pineapples like make my mouth itchy, like kind of make my tongue swell, but they're not like gonna kill me. Even like little cutie oranges, I'll like break out in hives.
Oh wow.
It's so random.
That's scary. But okay, so you had Adrian,
Yes, so I had Adrian.
your firstborn daughter.
Yes. And then I was working at Airfield, and then I started subbing at the school. And that winter of like 2022, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like learn how to like do like gel X on myself. I'm just gonna buy a kit on Amazon, whatever. So I was doing it on myself, and I started to get like, I'm not gonna say good because it wasn't good. I started to like get okay at it, and I did a couple of friends, and then I did one of my cousins, and then the next year it kind of just went on. I had my second daughter, did my nails again, and then in 2024 like the springtime, I kind of was like, you know what, like I feel like I could do this, like I feel like I could do it. I was really nervous to do it though. I didn't want to do it because I just felt like, oh, she's gonna be like a tryhard. Like I didn't know what people were gonna think, you know. It was just very like, I don't know.
Did you have people telling you, do you think that's a good idea, or
no, not
are
a
you really
single
gonna
one.
do it, Kylie?
No, not a single one. Everybody that I like told that I wanted to do it was like, well, why don't you? Like you're always doing your nails. Why don't you? I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. So it was more your own, like.
I was in my own head.
Yeah.
100%.
About doing it. So then, what pulled the like? When did you pull the trigger? Or what made you want to pull the trigger?
I actually made a private story on Snapchat, and I was like, okay, this is really like out of the blue. This is really weird for me to do. Like, let me know what you guys think. Like, is this something like I should actually give a fair shot to, or do I sit back and not do it and just like never know what could come of it? And I seriously had probably 70 something replies of like, do it. You're never gonna know. Like, if you start it and you don't like it, it is what it is. But like, just do it, because you'll never know until you start it.
Why do you think you sought that external validation from people?
I don't know. I think it was just because it was so far left field, and it was something I didn't know if I could like make a business out of and like push through, that I was like,
Do you think if one person said no, that's not a good idea, you would have been
probably.
like, that's scary to think about.
Yeah.
Because you would have let that one person affect.
Yeah, and I'm like, I am that big of an overthinker where it's like, if I hear one person say like, oh, it's not a good idea, I'm like, oh, well, what are they seeing that I'm not? Like, what are they thinking that I'm not? What am I missing?
Yeah.
And so then after getting all the replies, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to find a school. I'm going to look into it. So I found a school in Sunnyside and went in there, and I ended up like signing my contract that day, and then the following Monday I started class.
Yeah. Cause your school, that's the one that I went to go get my nails done at,
Yes.
right? Yeah. And then have you ever had someone look at their nails and be like, I hate this?
Not to my face, but
Probably me.
I have heard a few people say
In the
like,
grapevine?
like through the grapevine, yeah.
I would just tell her like I don't like this one specific part, you know, like I
And
just
then
like,
we'd take it
to you, yeah.
and then we'd take it off and fix it, and
Yeah.
it was never like, oh, this is
It wasn't
so ugly.
malicious.
No,
Yeah. It
and
was
then I'm
more,
just always like, okay, yeah, now I love it.
Yeah.
yeah. And usually, like, if I'm doing a design on site, I'm like, this looks horrible. I'm taking this off.
But like, you're comfortable enough to say that.
Right, and
It's
I also
not-
think too. I know Kylie. She's.
I would rather-
perfect my nails.
I would
so
rather-
it take forever to perfect them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
I would
letting
rather
go.
have somebody be completely upfront and honest with me and be like, hey, I don't actually really like this. Like, can we fix it? And yeah, unfortunately, I don't have time today, but if you come back tomorrow, I'd be more than happy to fix it for you.
Yeah.
Usually too, if she's like, I don't like the design I just put on your nail, I'm like, okay, good, me either. I'm glad you said it, not me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Then we just agree and take it.
I
back.
usually like, I mean, my feelings aren't very easily hurt. And so, especially with my work, like, I would rather have you like it and me be like, well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But if you like it, I
Yeah.
guess.
Could be doing nails that you think are ugly, but they love. You know?
You have done
Design. Really?
That may
have more accurate.
That may have happened a couple times. Yeah.
Like what kind of
There is just like
Now I need to know.
there is just some colors that I'm like,
Pink and green. She hates
I
it.
hate pink and green
I feel
together.
like you've done pink and green.
Oh,
She
before.
has.
Yeah. I think I remember your nails.
She
pink and
actually
green.
picked out. Maybe I shouldn't say that. She
No,
actually
say it.
picked out a nail design, and I was like, Saya, I can't let you do that.
She
She's
literally
like,
told
why?
me no. She's like, it's pink and green. I'm not doing it.
And it was like neon, right?
It was the yellow, pink, and green ones, and I was like, it looks like a pair of underwear.
No. Oh my
Because they were
god.
like all pastel colors and like they're like polka dots, and she's like, they literally have a pair of underwear. She
That
brings
looked
them to work the next day.
Show you? Oh my god. You didn't do them?
No, I refused. I wouldn't do it. I
And
said-
what did you say? You're like,
was like,
okay,
okay,
oh well.
whatever.
I told her I couldn't do nails that reminded me of my chonies.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. And okay, you always have like super extravagant nails. Where do you get your inspo from?
Usually Pinterest.
Sometimes Instagram. We'll
Sometimes
see a couple
Instagram will just like
videos,
send things back and forth to each other. Like the next ones I'm doing, we found on Instagram.
and they're really cute.
I'm really excited for those.
Really,
But-
really
So you guys talk about it?
Oh yeah, like,
yeah.
Really?
like 24/7.
Yeah.
How often do you get yours done?
Like every 4 weeks.
Yeah. Well, that's not bad.
Maybe every 5.
It kind of depends, yeah.
That's really good,
Just
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like really gross, and I'm like, okay, I need them.
Yeah.
And like sometimes I'm like, oh, they look fine.
Yeah.
You know, I can wait another week.
Yeah.
But no, usually Pinterest. But if I find ones on Pinterest, I take 5 different sets and I put them like, I tell her what finger I want what on, and I kind of just like create it ourselves.
Really?
Yeah.
And then sometimes we'll like do it a little bit differently where like one hand has the 5 designs and then the other hand has the same like color scheme, but it's like 5 other designs that we also liked, but we couldn't like make the 2 mesh together. So one hand is like
Different than the other.
Like
Yeah.
a different vibe than the other hand? Okay.
Yeah, but still the same color scheme.
Yeah.
But I'm probably her most like terrible client. Like the most
Tedious.
She's the
Yes.
only client that I actually take 5 hours on.
yeah.
That's wild.
It's because like I also never know what I want either. Like this last time she did my nails, I was like, I don't know what I want, but I want something fun because we're going to Nashville.
Yeah.
And I have black boots and I have pink boots, so I think I want both. Actually, she told me that I should do both because
Yeah.
I had both pairs of boots.
I literally said
Your
word,
pink boots are cute. I saw those.
Thank you.
Yeah.
literally said word for word. Why don't you just do like a white base and throw on some black and pink? She looked me dead in the eyes and said, "No, I don't like that."
Why?
I literally said, I was like, no, that's too much of a contrast because I'm going for like a hot pink. Like you feel like.
And they look so cute. I feel like you should move close. And then okay, if that takes 5 hours,
It took 5 hours because she wouldn't
move back
sit
a little
still.
bit. Right there. There you go.
5 hours because she wouldn't sit still.
Okay, so it's nails that take 5 hours. How much do you charge for that? Because that's almost all day.
Well, for Sai,
brand discount?
we trade.
Yeah.
Oh,
So she
okay,
does my
okay.
hair and I do her nails.
Oh, okay. That
So-
makes sense.
And then like I kind of like if she's like on a whim, oh I want my hair done. I'm like okay, let's put you on my books like right then and there.
Yeah.
Like,
so
I'll
then,
put you in.
if it was a random person,
So I wouldn't charge by the hour, unfortunately. I am still so new in the business and still so new in my career that I would just charge them like my base price. So like depending on the length of the nail, depending on
her nails right
the
now.
amount, that would be
You're looking at your
Honestly, props to you for having them in square because they're just in my brain and I just like do the math. Figure out how much.
That's
'Cause I, like, know
hilarious.
Do I
prices
look
for
like I do
services.
math? No.
But like you have them all in there. Like I know.
So like she gets the
I
hard,
see.
Yeah.
she gets
Yeah.
hard gel. So even if like say this is 5 hours, I also do her toes too. So that's why it also takes so long. So for like a pedicure, she just has like one solid color. So for a pedicure, a fill, and handful of designs, and it took me 5 hours, I'd charge 115.
Okay. Did you know right after high school that you wanted to be a hairstylist?
I wouldn't say like right after high school. I feel like my senior year, that was when I was most iffy. Like I kind of wanted to go different direction, like into dental. But then growing up, I always knew I wanted to do hair because like my mom used to work at my grandma's salon, and I would always just go to work with her and like practice on like Rhonda. Shout out Rhonda. She's the only one that would tolerate me being rough on her head. I was
Really?
5 years old. Yeah.
How old was she? Was she an older lady?
Yeah. Yeah, and she's still there. So,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, but she was the only one that would let me practice on her at when I was really little. And like my siblings would go help my dad work cows, but I'd always go with my mom to the salon.
Yeah.
And so like that, like just growing up at the back, I'm like, okay, I want to be like my mom. I want to do hair, whatever. Graduated. And then I was like, I don't know what I want to do. Like I kind of want to go into dental hygiene also because I was looking for a job with benefits because of my diabetes. And so like having full benefits was more ideal. And then my mom was like, well, I signed you up for a tour to the beauty school. Like just go look at it. You don't have to do it, but like just go look at it.
Yeah.
And so I did. And then I ended up going back 2 days later and she had to come with me to fill out paperwork because I was only 17. And
When you started? Oh, wow.
yeah, I graduated at 17, so I literally went from high school straight into beauty school. Like I had like a month in between, but she went with me to fill out the paperwork, and then I started, and then she made me pay for it. So I decided I was gonna do it because I had to pay for it.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so then how do you deal with the benefit part of not having benefits and your diabetes? How do you...
I mean, I have insurance that covers it all as of right now.
Because of your mom or dad? Because is it under your parents?
It's my own, because since I own my own business, I have to have my own insurance on myself.
Wait, how does that work?
So, like-
you buy insurance from...
Well, I'm like on state. I'm
Oh,
on
I
state
see, I
insurance,
see.
yeah.
Okay,
I apply
okay.
for state insurance, which obviously they're not gonna not give it to me. I
Yeah.
have like a
Yeah.
chronic illness. So like, yeah, so I have insurance through state, but it has to be under myself because for a while I was under my mom. Like, obviously until what? How old is that?
It's until 25.
It's usually till you're 25.
Yeah, but then like the first year owning my business, it was so hard to do
yeah.
taxes being under her. So we're just being on my own, do it that way. Yeah, so now I'm still doing hair.
Did you do your own taxes? Or
Yeah.
do you have someone else do it?
I get everything together and then I take them to Gary Heslop and he puts it all in for me.
And how do you keep everything together? How do you
I
organize
have a
that?
file folder in my room of like every receipt that I use for hair.
Yeah.
product,
Literally every
everything.
single receipt.
Last time I wasn't too organized, and then like 2 months after doing my taxes, I found this envelope full of receipts that I could have wrote off and that I
Oh,
didn't. And so
shoot.
now I'm a little bit more organized because I was just like, okay, I could have gotten a better tax return.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn.
Yeah. Has there ever been a moment where while you're doing hair, that you think maybe I should have done something else? As in for your career?
But I feel like everybody has the like. Oh my gosh, Hannah Montana. Everybody has those days. like everybody makes. Oh my gosh, I say everybody makes.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
Like
and your nails are Hannah Montana coded.
fits the theme.
Totally are.
Yeah, they are.
But like I don't know, like the days that you just feel like, oh, I could have done better, but like I didn't in that moment. You just have off days, I guess, and like then I'm like, oh, maybe I should have done something else. Like maybe this isn't for me.
Yeah.
But then I like think like it's just a day. Like every
Yeah.
other day around this, like I've done great work.
Yeah.
It's just one of those like off days. Also too, like when you hear people's opinions and what they have to say about you too, it kind of like puts a damper on like how you feel about your work, and you kind of just have to like ignore it.
When they say how you...
It's like you're always gonna have those clients that have something to say. There's always gonna be something to say
Like, you can
about
never
your
win.
work. You're never gonna be good enough. You're never gonna be talented enough. Oh well, I can go find somebody more talented. Oh, I can go find somebody with more experience.
They say that to you?
Yeah.
I mean, they don't say it to me, but they say it behind my back, and then it comes back to me.
And we've both had that happen.
And when they try to reschedule, you accept them?
I actually have not with the clients that I've had it done with. I don't know if you have.
No.
I haven't.
No. I've had a few clients where I almost feel bad saying it out loud, but like I've completely ghosted them. Like I've blocked them,
But I
blocked their
think
phone
that's
numbers.
good to have
like,
boundaries like that.
Well, like also too, like it's your business. Like you can fire a client if you want. You know,
Yeah.
you don't have to take them.
Right.
If they're gonna go behind your back and talk bad about your business and then expect you to do a service for them, you
Yeah.
don't have to take them.
But also, what does that say about them to say that and then come back?
Right.
Right, exactly.
So,
And it's been like that's kind of where I was going, like with the whole design thing. Like it's one of those things like you would much rather somebody say to your face, hey, I don't like this.
Yeah.
color on my hair, or hey, I don't like this shape of this nail, can you fix it? Like, when can you fix my hair? It's as easy as that. And it's just one of those things where I feel like people forget in the world today, like, it's okay to be nice to other people.
Like, also,
like, everybody
too,
has feelings.
Don't sit there and tell me I love it, it's perfect, it's everything I wanted, and then go and tell somebody else I hate it.
Yeah.
It's black, not brown.
Oh no. I'm just gonna take a wild guess
trouble.
that this actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she said that to me, that she thought I put black on her hair, and I kept telling her, no,
Oh.
I did not put black on your hair. And then it got around that I actually just lied about it. Then I
Oh.
put black, yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. Well, you can put black in my hair if you want. Two things.
Okay.
I want to talk about just being in your 20s in general, okay?
Oh my
Because it's hard.
God, girl.
I feel like 20s, it is said that it's the hardest decade of your life because you're trying to figure out what you want to do with your life and building
Right.
that foundation for your 30s, 40s, and the rest of your life. And then also being in your 20s and having kids. If you could tell your friends that don't have kids something, what would you tell them?
Wrap it up.
Really?
Wrap it up.
Really?
Some days, yeah. I mean, my kids are the absolute, like, best part of me. I have, and some people might beg to differ, but I have become so much nicer and so much more patient and just more understanding and, like, willing
Yeah.
to sit there and, like, understand that I have to teach this tiny little thing how to deal with their emotions. And
Yeah.
I have to teach this tiny little thing, like, okay, when your tummy's grumbling, you have to come sit down and eat, or
Yeah.
hey, you have to go use the potty. Like, they're teaching you so many new things at the same time as you're trying to teach them, and it's like, it's the most, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it honestly does make me a little bit emotional because of how much I love my kids, but at the same time, I, like, would really not mind drop kicking them.
Yeah. I think a lot of parents feel like that.
And
You know.
they're really close in age. They're literally 18 months apart.
Because how old were you when you had Adrian?
I got pregnant with her when I was 21, and then I actually gave birth at 20, right after I turned 22.
Okay.
And then the same year I gave birth to Adrian, I got pregnant with Sutton.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so
That's wild.
I started 2022 super pregnant, had Adrian, and then I ended 2022 very early pregnant with Sutton.
You have diabetes.
Yes.
Type 1 or type 2?
Type 1.
Type 1. And how old were you when you found out you had diabetes?
14.
And how do you feel like that has affected your life? I know that it's affected it in so many ways, but just for someone who doesn't know, because I had no idea the impact diabetes has on people until I had that scare and I texted you because I'm like, I don't know anyone with diabetes, and Kylie was the one that's like, text that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh yeah,
Even
yeah.
you now too, like any like slight issue, you're like, what is this? What is this?
Yeah, because what?
I got a pre-diabetic diagnosis. Yeah. So like when I'm confused, I'm like, hey, I know this is completely different than what you have, but
Yeah.
can you help me? What do I do?
Yeah.
Which like usually I am able to help because they're so similar, but
Yeah.
like yet so different.
Very different.
As in what? The pre-diagnosis or?
Just like where my blood sugar levels are, and like
Yeah.
what my labs mean and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and like what I can and can't eat,
And,
what
like,
I
your
should and
A1C,
shouldn't. Yeah.
yeah, all that stuff.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. Do you remember what your A1C was?
I do.
It
What
was
was
what?
it?
A 5.7.
Yeah, 5.7. So it was like a little bit higher.
It's still in the normal range, but it's higher for the normal range.
Yeah.
It's brink of being pre-diabetic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mine was along the. I don't know. I remember if I told you what mine was, but I can't even remember what mine was. But they had said it was on the brink of being pre-diabetic,
Yeah.
and it made so much sense because I was always tired. I was napping all the time. I was going to his house after work, before work, just to take a quick nap, so I had enough energy to
go home.
yeah. And like right now, like I feel like I'm always thirsty. I have electrolytes in this and chlorophyll. I feel like I can never quench my thirst.
No, chlorophyll, never mind. I was like, this is like the stuff that you put over people's face.
You probably thought chromium or whatever. it's called.
Chlorophyll, that's what I
Chlorophyll.
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
the round.
yeah.
That's what
To make people pass out and nearly die. No,
That's
yeah.
what I thought. I was like, whoa.
Chlorophyll. That's
hold
funny because
on.
I said that yesterday to one of my customers and they thought the same thing. I was like, no, chlorophyll, the things that plants produce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the green stuff.
Yeah, the green stuff. It's really good for your. Yeah, it helps detox your body and all this stuff. But anyways, yeah, it's scary stuff.
Yeah.
So, give a gist of how it's affected you and what you've learned about yourself because of it.
I mean, every day's different, like still, since I've been diagnosed. I don't know, I have to make so many more decisions than anybody else does, like in a day, like what I eat, how many carbs do I think's in it, am I stressed, like everything. You would be surprised it's not just like food that affects like how my blood sugar is. Like my stress spike at TJ Maxx this morning.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I was like, hey look, I haven't even ate anything today and I'm rising.
Your blood sugar.
Yeah. But like it's just everything, the weather outside, if it's hot, like I'll go low, like I don't know, it's just a big change, like something that I'm 24/7 having to like manage. Like even when I'm asleep, like I'm still having to like manage that.
Oh yeah, if your blood sugar's high, they want you to exercise.
And like drink lots of water and whatnot. But then like high blood sugar makes you exhausted.
Tired.
So like you don't want to do anything,
Yeah.
but like knowing you have to because there's long-term effects of your blood sugar.
What
I
are-
think just like recently I really started like taking good care of myself. Like I always took care of myself and did like the bare minimum of what I needed to. But just recently I started being really good about it. And I've noticed like a lot of changes, and now that I am good, I feel like any like I don't know, anything like above 250 like just makes me feel so terrible. Like,
Yeah. So what are some of the changes that you've made?
I have an insulin pump now. It makes it a lot easier. I actually wear my continuous glucose monitor. I never used to wear it, and I would just poke my finger randomly.
Really? Yeah.
I was terrible. When I tell you I was a terrible diabetic, I was a terrible diabetic. Yeah.
Did you ever have to go to the hospital?
Not since I've been diagnosed.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And how did you find out that you were diabetic? What was that? What did that day look like?
Me and my mom were just actually talking
We
about
actually
this
just talked about this on the way here.
Really?
Yeah.
So it was spring break of my freshman year, and I was supposed to stay the night at my cousin's house, and I was just like, can you tell her like I'm not coming, like I'm just too tired, like I don't feel good, like I'm gonna go to bed, whatever. So I like go to bed, and then like the next day I wake up and I'm like I still don't feel good, whatever, and then I drank a lot of water, so then I felt good enough to go out to dinner with my family.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went home. I would sleep like hours, like probably like 22 out of 24 hours of the day. Like I
Oh my
slept
gosh.
so much. Like my mom would wake me up to like force me to drink something or eat something. I was throwing everything up, even if I hadn't eaten. I lost 20 pounds, so I was like 95 pounds as a freshman. Yeah. And I was like 115. Wait, was that 20? Yeah. I was like 116. Like,
Don't ask me for math.
And then you lost that weight?
Yeah, I like lost. I went down to 95, somewhere around there. It was like 19, 20 pounds that I had lost. And then my mom had actually taken me in and was like, something's off with her. We didn't go to the ER. We just like went to my main doctor.
Like urgent care, or did you just? Oh, you just scheduled an appointment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we kind of just walked in, but they took me back anyways. And she was like, something's wrong with her, and she's like, it's probably the flu. Like people, it's going around. Like it's just affecting everybody right now. Gives me sugar water. So I'm sitting there getting an IV of sugar water. Yes. So like the next day I feel fine, or like later that day I feel great because now I'm hydrated. Like I was so dehydrated because high blood sugar just like drains.
Yeah.
Like, all the liquid in you. This is really gross, but there's an orange ring in our toilet, and like that was like,
because of the sugar.
That and the protein. Like I just being out. I was drinking so much water, sleeping all the time. I couldn't see. Like I'd be like right next to the board in class and I could not see. Like still, like my vision was so terrible. What else? There was like times like after lunch, like I'd be in class and like I'd feel like I was about to faint. Like I'd have to like grab the table and like hold on, and like everybody's like, hey, like are you okay? And then I would like come back and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Like whatever. But there's just like a lot that played into it. So then like it was a Wednesday. This is the week after spring break, so everybody's back in school, but I'm still home because I'm sick. Like I'm super sick. My mom's like, we're taking you to the hospital. Oh, the night before the Wednesday though, I had told my mom, like my heart was racing really fast, like trying to like pump the blood, but the blood is so thick because of how high my blood sugar was that it was just making it really hard. I told my mom, don't let me go to sleep tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna wake up. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like I was
Wait,
like
that's
scared.
really scary.
Yeah. And it's scary to me now because like I don't remember it. Like
Yeah.
I just know this from stories being told. Like I don't remember anything.
Your brain
about
probably
it.
blocked it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I just was like, don't let me go to sleep tonight, Mom. I'm scared. Like I'm scared I'm not gonna wake up in the morning. Like don't let me go to sleep.
Because of how you, like, your
because
heart
I felt like
felt?
I was gonna have a heart attack. Like I felt like I was like it was just gonna like explode.
Yeah.
And so like she's worried. She said that I was like clinging to her side the entire time. The next day, her friend who came over, my mom was like, something's not right with her. I was completely sunken in at this point. Like if I show you the picture, it's kind of scary. Like I look like a
literal,
Like a
just like a skeleton.
Like I looked like a deceased human being.
her
Oh my
her
gosh.
skin was literally like
I have the picture. Actually.
Gray.
I'll pull it up for
Yeah.
you.
Look for the picture.
like
It's at the very top of my camera roll. So
Yeah.
literally it was like gray.
like I had no color to my face. I was skin and bones. My face, my eyes were sunken in. And so she told me, get up, we're going to the ER. But I was irritated because she kept waking me up after sleeping forever.
Why does having high blood sugar make you nauseous? Like, do you know the science behind that? Because I feel like I felt nauseous a lot too, but I didn't know like what is going on. Because I know like you pee a lot because your body's trying to flush out all the sugar.
I don't really
Right?
know the science behind why it makes you nauseous,
Yeah.
but I do know like what
It does
feeling
make
you're
you
talking about.
yeah.
This is the picture of me in the ambulance. Like this, I started to get like a little bit of color back in my face, like how sunken in my eyes are. And then there's when they gave me sugar water, like I was just gray. And then this is me next to the toilet, and that's my arm as
Oh
a
my
freshman in high
gosh.
school. Yeah. So like I was like freaking out because I don't like puking either, like whatever.
Yeah.
And I was always puking. I called my mom. She sped home. Like the people that were, she passed going crazy. They followed her. It was like 7 people came. She's like, my daughter's dying. Like my daughter is dying on me. Like I don't know what to do. So she took me to the ER. I told her no because I wanted to shower. And then we have a hallway down in my bathroom, and I ping ponged back off the hallway. Like at this point, I couldn't even walk. Like I've lost all muscle. Like I literally could not even process how to move my feet in front of me. She's like, you're not showering. You are going to the hospital. So she took me to the hospital. They didn't even check us in. They just took me straight back. And when the doctor took one look at me, he's like, I think I know what it is. And then they made me pee in a cup because my sugars was too high to poke with my finger. And then they were too high to read off the pee in the pee in the cup. Yeah. And so they took it out of an IV that I was so dehydrated that like it took me forever to get it. And my blood sugar was 750.
Holy moly.
Yeah. So I was in DKA, and the doctor told her too, like if she would have waited 5 more minutes, I would have been in a coma. They don't even know how I walked into the hospital.
What is
how did you-
DKA?
Diabetic ketoacidosis. It's what sends you into a diabetic coma.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And then like if I were to get to the coma point, some people come out of it and some people don't. So like they were like, she had 5 more minutes and she would have been in a coma. So
I don't think people realize how much diabetes affects people.
And like how serious it is.
And yeah, I would say how serious it is
Yeah.
too.
I would say I didn't think it as serious. Like I didn't. Obviously, when they told my mom that I was type 1 diabetic, she's sobbing, and I'm just like laying there in the bathroom, like, dude, mom,
Like,
it's
it's-
not that big of a
yeah.
deal. Like, I don't know why you're crying.
Yeah.
But then, like, when I had to take all those classes, because then it's just class after class after class, and you have to like learn something that you never had to do before.
Right.
Like literally doing the work that an organist was doing for you.
Yeah.
Then that's when I started to get overwhelmed, and I'm like processing, I'm like, oh, this is the rest of my life. And then
Yeah.
too, it didn't help that girls from high school went around saying that I tried committing suicide and that I was anorexic and I starved myself. It's like
my
I didn't tell
gosh.
anybody why I was in the hospital. And I was out of school for like a month, like for 4 weeks. Yeah. And like I never told anybody. And then finally one day I was like, you know what? Why am I hiding it? I'm
Yeah.
gonna live
So you were
with
trying to
for my
hide
life.
it?
Yeah. Like I
Because you were embarrassed, or why?
more so what people had said about me when I was in the hospital. Like they just came up with some random scenario and ran with it. Like when I ate a lot of food, like I just couldn't keep it down. Like I wasn't anorexic, and I definitely didn't try committing suicide. My body was just killing itself slowly.
Yeah, because your organ was literally not working, shutting down.
Yeah.
And yeah, wow, that's so scary. I can't believe you actually got to that point.
Yeah.
I did not know it was that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I think now too, I'm also better because my 5-year-old cousin has it now, and so then I'm like, she can't be ashamed of it like I was. Like she has to embrace it, and I know she looks up to me, like with it, and so I'm like, okay, well I'm gonna embrace it now because I don't want her to be afraid to.
Yeah, and I think it's important for everyone to be educated in it too. There was a guy at my work, literally this past week, who passed out, and we had to call 911 because his blood sugar was too low.
See, and that's scary too. Like
It's
sometimes
so
I get
scary.
those moments at work,
Like low blood sugar.
That's just as scary because if you get to a certain point, like you can definitely start seizing. And
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
I think the lowest I've ever been is 34.
That is
And like
low.
if you guys were to go 34, you guys would not be. I would say like people that have a working pancreas, that if they go below 50, like you guys feel way worse. But like I don't know how I was able to tolerate it.
Yeah. Wild. So what do you think is like the hardest thing you've gone through in your 20s?
Honestly, the hardest thing so far,
Or just in general?
my 20s have been pretty easy, I will say. The hardest thing so far that I would say is just my father-in-law. He, with his cancer diagnosis and his passing, that has been the hardest, just to watch literally my whole like husband side of the family just like crumble and like not
And mourn
knowing
it.
not like knowing what to do or like how to help or like how to be there for somebody. Like it's a very different scenario than like losing my mom and my stepdad. Like it's the same.
Why do you say it's different?
This sounds like kind of vulgar when you say it this way, but like they literally had to like watch the deterioration of his life, and they had to like watch him pass. Whereas with my mom, it was just like
It was sudden.
it was sudden.
It was out of the blue, but you didn't have to watch.
It was out of the blue, but I also didn't have
And
to
you
watch
didn't know.
her die.
And
Yeah.
like too, not knowing like when the day was going to be.
Right,
Like
right.
it could
Yeah.
be any day. Like
Right.
I wish Shane, I remember like every time that you'd call me, you'd
Yeah.
be like, I have to go here.
Yeah,
I'm
like
like, oh no worries, like you do what you have to do.
yeah. So it was this summer was just a literal whirlwind. Like it was. There's really like I felt like this summer went by really fast, and then I look back at pictures and I'm like, oh my gosh, we actually kind of did a lot this summer, but like I don't remember any of it because I was so focused on like, okay, we have to go do this, this, and this, and then we have to go spend time with Shane. Like we all knew it was coming to an end, and just like watching that deterioration of somebody that I truly loved and like cared about, and I knew loved me and cared for me and my kids and my husband. It was really, really hard to sit there and watch it all like unfold in the hospital room, because it could be any minute, it could be any second, and then you just have to like.
Was he verbal? No. I think this is also a part of it too, and it kind of sounds like bad, but for me, losing like my dad, you know, I'm not sad for myself. I'm sad for my siblings.
Yeah.
Right? Actually, last night I was in bed crying, like silently crying, because I was thinking about my little brother Hector, and how I'm like, I'm so sad that he didn't get as much time with my dad that we got with him, and like more for him, you know, like he should have, right? So see, like with Justin.
Yeah. I do. We actually talked about that. We feel really bad for Sutton out of all the grandkids, because my oldest nephew, he had the most time with him, obviously. And then Adrian had a ton of time with him, and she was the first girl, so she had that man wrapped around her little finger so tight that he didn't know what was good for him.
Yeah.
And Corbin, he got a lot of time with her also, but Sutton just was kind of like she didn't have any interest in anybody.
Yeah.
So she would obviously go over there, like say hi with him, play with him, whatnot, but she was such a mama's girl that I always had her. And so me and Justin talked about how I was like, I guess, assuming a little bit of guilt for like keeping her from them in a sense, because she didn't want anybody.
But you didn't know better either.
Right.
Well, also too, she's so young that she didn't like. I feel like didn't understand. Like you even know now, like in the past couple months, I'm like, why is she talking like that?
Right.
Like, why is she having both into
Where is she learning her
Wait, what do you
alphabet
mean?
from?
She's just starting to really understand
Oh, yeah.
words and
Yeah.
like, everything that's going on.
Yeah.
And
Like being
like
aware.
people, yes,
Yeah.
and like people.
And
are
so
moving
now,
on.
that, like, I mean, even now she'll walk past a picture and she'll be like, "Oh, that's Papa. There's Papa.
Aw.
There's Papa." And Adrian cries nearly every day, asking for Papa. When's he gonna come down? When can I see him again? I want
Yeah.
my Papa. I miss my Papa. And so now Sutton's doing the same thing. And I don't necessarily know if it's from like her remembering what it was like to have him, or if it's because she's seeing her sister and she's like, man, Sissy really liked Papa. Like, I want this guy too.
He must be great. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's been really hard to like see both of them struggle with, because it's like if I could like muscle that and take that away from them and not
You
have
would.
to have them even like feel it or like go through it or see their grandma or their dad or their uncle or anybody go through it, like I would in a heartbeat.
Because you've lost a parent,
Yes,
your mom and your
yes.
stepdad, right? So you've gone through all of that.
Yeah.
Did you help Justin?
Honestly, it sounds so bad, but I truly don't feel like I did, because even though it's been 10 years since I've lost my mom and my stepdad, I truly don't even know myself how I
In what
made
way?
it. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
Because you
I-
just have to survive. You just
like
keep on
I literally
trucking.
just put my head down and did my job, and not a very good one, because I mean, some of the things from right after my mom passed to now, I'm like,
Were you able to grieve it right after? Or do you feel like it... I completely shut down for 2 years. After 2 years, conversation about his land came up and like who was getting it, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's when it like was a reality check. I got hit.
I think,
And that's when I'm like, this is real. I'm
Yeah.
never seeing him again. What
Yeah.
the, you know?
I think the first time that it ever really like truly hit me that, you know, this was it, this was the end, she's not coming back. And even with my stepdad too, it was actually his cologne. I was cleaning my room at my dad's house, and I was living in my dad's house still, and I was cleaning my room and I found my stepdad's cologne, and I was like, why the heck do I have this? And then I was like, oh wait, like I know exactly why I have this. Like, he wasn't there to tell me no. Like, he's not gonna tell me no.
Yeah.
And so it was like finding that little cologne bottle. It's the Tim McGraw one. I still have it.
Yeah.
It's just like finding that little cologne bottle. I was like, oh my gosh, like he is like gone. As soon as I found out, I literally, oh gosh, this sounds so bad. I swung on my grandma
Why?
because I was so mad. I was like, that's not a funny joke. Why would you say that?
Oh,
I
wait, what did
mind
she
you,
say?
When she told me that my mom had passed,
Oh.
I literally punched
you thought
her.
it was a joke.
Yeah.
And you punched her.
Yeah, in the arm, like
Oh.
not like abusive or anything.
Me imagine you punching a lady in the face.
No.
Okay. Like you're like,
Yeah, I was like, that's not funny. And she's like, then she starts crying, and I kind of just like, I went into such a state of shock that I literally just walked outside and like found a corner in the backyard and I sat down.
how old are you?
I was 15,
That's hard.
so I had just finished my freshman year. I was
Yeah.
going into my sophomore year, and it was like as soon as I was like settled in high school and settled like in sports and all that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, well, this was not what I thought this summer was gonna be like, but okay. I remember just being so mad at my grandma, telling like, that's not a funny joke, why would you say that, why would you say that? I don't even think I cried at my mom's funeral. I remember kind of crying at like the burial, but I don't think I cried at her funeral. I think I do remember my mom's mom kind of like turned her head and gave me a dirty look, because in situations like that, I am not the one. Funerals, it makes me so uncomfortable. I giggle.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Same.
I can't do it. And so I kind of started giggling because they were like, oh, and her daughter Kylie, her daughter Kylie, her daughter Kylie, and I'm like, people are looking at me, please stop. And so it was just so uncomfortable. And then I think it was like a year and a half, 2 years later when I found that cologne bottle, and I was like, okay, well, if he's not coming back, like, neither is she. Like, this is real. There's just a whole new reality to wake up to that I didn't want to be in.
If someone had a best friend who had just lost their parent, what would you say? Like, what's the best way to support someone that just lost someone? It didn't even have to be a parent.
I honestly, that's such a hard question because I truly feel like I don't know.
I also feel like it's different for everyone, like depending on who it is.
Right.
Yeah. Because if someone were to ask me that, I would probably just say, like, give them their space. For me, I didn't want to talk to anyone.
Right. And I would very much agree with that. I actually had a friend, her mom was also in a car crash and she passed away, and I remember seeing the news on Facebook and I texted her and I'm like, oh my God, is this real? And she was like, yes, it is. And also, by the way, happy birthday. And I'm like, no, we're not talking about that right now.
Yeah.
And I just remember telling her, like, I honestly can't tell you how you're going to get through it. It's going to be hard.
And it
but
doesn't get better.
It doesn't get better.
It doesn't get better. You just learn how to
And
live
honestly,
with it.
I don't feel like it gets easier either.
No, it doesn't.
I don't feel like it gets easier. And I just told her, like, I don't know how you're going to get through this, but I just hope you know, like, I'm probably not going to be able to help you. I can't tell you what I did. I can't tell you what works for me, but, like, if you need a hug, I'm here.
I heard this analogy of when it first happens, when you're going through grief, it feels like you have a rock in your pocket and you're walking through life with this heavy thing that you don't know how to carry, but you still have to keep walking. But along the years, you just keep on going and it feels lighter, but not because the rock got smaller, but because you got stronger.
Yeah.
And I feel like that is so true. Like, it doesn't feel lighter because it got smaller.
I just remember thinking, like, I felt so numb. Everything was just like numb. Like, I was never happy, but I was also never like super sad. But I just remember literally being like emotionless.
Yeah.
And my sophomore year after moving, I was so mean and so bitter.
You were in Granby at the time? Or sorry,
Prosser.
What do you mean after moving?
After moving from Granby to Prosser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you were in Granby when your mom
my
passed away?
freshman year, yeah. Okay. And so after moving to Prosser, like, shout out to my friends for still being my friends from then. But like, I was nasty, like, just mean.
Would you get in fights? Because I know you're the
I don't
type.
think I did in Prosser.
You're the type
I literally
to
always
swing.
told her, I was like, I was scared of you in high school.
And I was like, really? I was like, why? I literally just like kept my head down and got to where I needed to be.
Yeah.
No,
I'm trying to remember what I thought you were like in high school.
I was a freshman when she was a senior.
Everybody thought I was mean. Everybody thought I was
sophomore.
mouthy. And like, I mean, some of it is true. Like,
I think I didn't think bad about you because you were always friends with Jenny.
I
Right?
actually no.
No?
Jenny
Or
and I.
who were your friends?
Jenny and I didn't actually become friends until after high school. I love Jenny.
Who were your friends? I need to remember.
I was friends with Campbell and Brandy, Haley,
Oh, yeah.
Meerdorf, and Brooke. I hung out a lot with Jessica.
Contreras?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe that's why.
And
Because I was
then-
friends with her too.
Me and my little sister got really, really close. Me and Jordan were really, I mean, we still are very close. I talk to her, I think, more than I talk to Sai, and I talk to Sai all
There
the
was
time.
a time that I do remember that I thought you didn't like me because. Do you remember what you thought about me in high school?
I honestly didn't know who you were.
I knew who you were.
I was known as girlfriend.
Yeah, that's actually
As
how I knew
whose?
you.
Because obviously I was dated one person throughout high school.
And see, like, I didn't even know that.
No,
Really?
You were really quiet.
Yeah,
but
I
I always
was.
felt like you were super sweet. Like,
I
I don't know
didn't-
how I don't feel like we ever talked, and if we did, it was like
No.
very rare.
Yeah,
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I think the only time I talked to you was if you were with Haley. Because I was
Yeah.
friends with Haley and you were also friends with her.
Yeah, I mean, you were really close.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah, because I was very involved, but I didn't hang out with a lot of people because me and him would always just hang
Out together.
Yeah. So
I
it
don't
was-
think I actually knew who you were until I actually know what it was. I sat by your brother and
Yeah, or they knew me because I was his sister and he was always in trouble.
Me and your brother used to be such good little buddies in my 3rd period class. I can't remember what the class was called.
Well, Sai has had an interesting dating life, you guys.
I have.
Let's dive right in.
Let's get all the tea.
I'm just gonna like give like a broad, like no like little things
Okay.
because I'm not gonna out myself. Okay.
Okay.
I just feel like
I might try to dig deeper, but keep going.
I'm just gonna give my answers so big, but like I'll give you answers.
Okay,
but,
okay.
depending on what the question is.
Okay.
Since I started my business at 19, like obviously they consider you an adult at 18, right? But like
Yes.
really, is that accurate? You know?
No, I feel
Right.
like, yeah.
I don't think I was an adult until like
I don't,
I don't know if I've ever been an adult.
I still don't feel like an adult.
I think we're children in adult bodies.
I am. I laugh at
I
fart
just feel like
noises.
we're very young adults. Like
Yeah.
we're not like ripened by any means.
Right.
No, I just feel like I have my life together and like, which sounds like very conceited of me to say, but like I have what I
I don't
No,
think
but you
it's
do.
conceited at all.
No, but you're literally, you knew what you were gonna go after, what your career was, and you went for it, and now you're good.
I don't
Right.
think it's conceited at all.
No.
I think it's like one of those things that like it might sound cocky to somebody who doesn't have their life together, but like
I think you should be proud of it.
if you do, then sorry, see you later.
Yeah. But like I feel like I just have, since I have my life together as much as I do, I mean like obviously there's like that little bit where I'm like, oh my gosh, my life's falling apart or whatever. But
I'm just gonna eat this.
I hold expectations of like the people that I'm with like very high.
Like,
That
what
makes
kind of
sense.
expectations?
Like what do you want to do for the rest of your life? What are you working towards? Like what are your goals for the future? Like
I
Like
think
at
that's
least
fair.
some kind of plan. in
No,
place.
that's fair.
Just also too because I have so much to worry about. Like also with like my illness too. Like I just have a lot to worry about, and I feel like then I have to put it on other. Like I'm not putting it on other people, but I want to know what your goals are because I'm not going to be with a loser.
It's
Yeah.
kind of one of those things where you have to have like a certain plan in place because there is going to come a point in your life where you could be sick enough to where you can't work.
Right.
And where you can't do anything and you need to be supported. You need to
Well,
be taken
and
care
you're
of.
an ambitious individual. Why wouldn't you want another ambitious individual?
Yeah.
I feel like for me, that is definitely what is a turn off when someone's
Right.
not ambitious. If anything, I want you to like teach me and be more ambitious than me,
Right.
so
Right.
that you help me like want to reach, or you give me
Like
motivation and
right,
inspiration
to go out and do better.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And I feel like I am pretty ambitious, and I would want my partner to be equally, if not more.
Right.
Because then you could just get dragged down. I mean, you are the 5 people you surround yourself with.
You
You
are
know.
a product of your environment.
Yeah.
100%.
And then I also don't like people who just don't try to learn and grow.
Right.
Okay, and not that I don't like them, but I don't know. You get what I'm saying.
Like you don't like their mindset.
Yeah.
You don't like the mindset of the people.
I will love you, but I won't spend all my time with you.
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
And you have to be able to. I think like being able to grow, you always have to be able to like at least try to grow.
Yeah.
At least try to learn.
Or like if let's say let's say you're dating someone that doesn't know what they want to do with their lives. Okay, well, get out into the work field and figure it out.
Like, try different
it will
things.
come to
Yeah.
you.
Try
Yeah.
a couple different things.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like you hated hearing your mom say it, but like you have to literally like listen to it and go by it. It's like you never know until you try.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what she told me about pixie cuts, and I still hate them. So thanks, mom.
Wait, what do you mean? Did you
Like
have
the
a pixie cut?
I have one returning pixie cut client, and I love her. Don't get me wrong, and her hair is so easy to cut.
Yeah.
But any other pixie cut, I'll tell you no. Ask
Really?
me for a pixie cut, I will tell you no.
Why?
Besides that one person, I don't know. I just
You just don't like them?
No.
Or you don't like how they look on people? Or both?
Well, besides that one client, I love her. She's the best.
I
Yeah.
want one.
Dude, your hair's so thick it would stick out like this. It would
Look
not
like the guy from the guy that wears the orange suit.
Vector. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so you want them basically to have drive.
Right. Which, like, also right now, like, I feel like I'm really content with being by myself. Like, just, like, that sounds really depressing.
No, I think that's amazing.
But I do not, like,
I think it's it's something that a lot of people have trouble with. There's a lot of people in the world, men, women, young people, old people that have a really freaking hard time being alone.
Yeah. Or
No,
being in their
I
own
feel
head. Like,
Yeah.
I love to be alone. And that sounds really depressing.
I don't
Like,
think
I promise,
so.
like, I'm not depressed or like
No.
nothing's wrong with me. But like, I don't know, like my job is pretty social too, so I feel like I get all my social interactions like at work.
I can second that.
And so like going home to just be by myself in my room on my bed by myself, you know, like I'm completely fine with that. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't need a man to support me. I have my own money. I can do whatever I want with it. Like, you know, like
And I feel
Yeah.
like, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, and there is some days where like your friends are like, oh, let's go to the bar, let's go do this, let's go do that, and you just worked like 9 to 4:30, and you're like, dude, no, it's not happening.
this was actually my rant
what rant?
yesterday. Wasn't my rant yesterday? It was my rant yesterday.
But why is that a bad thing?
It was more like
Just like we're at the point in careers where like
we're busy.
we are
yeah.
we're literally touching someone constantly. We're literally talking to people constantly. We are always doing something. Like we are touched out, we are talked out, and then our friends that like either sit behind a desk, like, and no shame to them,
or don't have a job at all.
or
Like, not no shame
just
to them
going
either,
just
but,
going
like,
to school or whatever. Like
Right.
they're like, oh, let's go to the bar
like
tonight.
people that like stay home, like remote, like not having
Yeah,
to talk
yeah.
to people, like whatever.
It's like,
and like they
dude.
sleep in like till what 11,
11,
12,
yeah.
but stay up super late. And like you guys expect me to be social at 6 p.m. and go out and like or 8 p.m. and I can't.
But
Like,
that's
I
just,
cannot do
you
it.
guys are in different spots in life, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, people our age right now are partying, drinking, going out to the bars. For me, when I get invited to go out to the bars, I'll consider it, but usually I'll say no because that, like...
I just don't have any desire.
No. And I know
Like,
that
I
if
mean,
I drink
there-
alcohol, the next day, I'm not going to want to do anything.
Like every once in a while, but I just like I remember like I gotta wake up and take care of kids, dude. Like
Which is exhausting, too. Every weekend...
have you ever taken care of a kid hungover?
No.
No.
And I don't want to.
No. Not for the week.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. People have different priorities. I think that's okay. It just, everyone's in a different season in life. And do you think that as a mom, it was hard for you in your early 20s for your friends to understand where you were at?
I would say 1,000% yes. I feel like even though I had friends coming to like check up on me and like hang out with me and stuff, like right after I had Adrian, I had never felt more alone. Because there would be times where like even Justin would be like, I just need to get out of the house for a little bit, and he'd go to the bar with his friends and he'd be gone for 4 or 5 hours.
But you can't do that because you have a
I can't.
child.
Yeah, and I'm breastfeeding, and so like I literally had to like figure out how to pump on my own, how to store it on my own, how to like get my supply up, how to keep my supply up, how to get her to latch. Like there was all these different things, and like then I would see like my friends on a trip, or like they were out at the bar, or there was other people doing this or other people doing that, and I'm like, oh, like everybody forgot about me. Like I feel super lonely. Like after having a baby and like realizing that everybody else's life just continues on, like that was really hard for me to like
Yeah, wrap your
get
head
past
around.
that.
Yeah.
Wrap my head around
Especially
that and get
at
past
such
that.
a young age, because that is when people are going out,
Yeah.
traveling,
Yeah.
doing all, going to college.
And I mean, I was only 21 for 6 months before I got pregnant. And so then I spent pretty much the entire time of my 21st year pregnant. And then when I turned 22, I had her. And I mean, at that point, like, I didn't care. I just wanted to be with my baby.
Yeah, the ugly parts of pregnancy don't get talked about enough, especially postpartum.
Yeah.
Someone close to me who had a baby would tell me, like, she would look in the mirror and feel like she didn't even recognize herself, or she would,
It is the scariest
after postpartum,
feeling.
or
It
after having the baby.
Yeah, it
And-
is literally the scariest feeling, especially like when you're still in your hospital gown. Like I can remember looking in the mirror and my face just looked like sunken in but like swollen at the same time. I was so pale. My hair was a mess. Like it's just
That was me.
you literally
Oh, I'm like that beeping.
That
I'm
was
like, is
my
that my
insulin bump.
camera? Like, well, okay. This whole time, every
been
time it
going off,
beeps, I
yeah.
go.
She's like, what is it?
I know. Okay.
it just feels like you don't know like who you are. It's weird.
And so, how do you deal with? I guess, what's your advice for dealing with the self-image part about that?
you have to remember that you literally just grew like feet. You grew a heart. Your body literally created organs. Your body literally created somebody's brain and like everything that they'll need. Your body nourished somebody else's body. Like you literally created life. And like it sucks for a little bit and it is hard, and it like your body image does get better like
As time goes on.
yeah. But also like I've always struggled with body dysmorphia, and so for me it wasn't as hard to like know like, hey, I need to ask for help, like this is getting really bad. Like I think that's the hardest part, is you can't be afraid to ask for help when you need it the most, because it is such a deep hole that you will dig yourself into if you don't ask for help.
Ask for help with like the babies, with yourself, or what kind of help? Do you go to
Ask for
therapy?
help. I didn't, but I did go to the doctor, and I just kind of talked to her about like my mental health. And so there was a few different medications, and I'm actually like weaned completely off of everything.
Oh, that's good, yeah.
So like it was one of those things where like getting in the mindset of like, I'm not going to be on this forever. Like I don't need this forever, but I do know that I have the resources if I need to, if I am having a panic attack, if I am like feeling depressed, like I know now I'm not scared to like reach out and ask for that help again. And I was really blessed with all the people in my life. Like, I mean, I know for a heart, like in an instant, if I needed a babysitter, he's like, can you watch my kids? She's
She
like,
never asked me either. And I always tell her that too. I was like, if you need something
I
for the
know.
girls to go.
Yeah.
I always just feel bad not doing it, but it's like still learning now. Even what Adrian's almost 4, even 4 years into being a parent, like it's okay to ask for help.
That's actually a sign of strength to ask for help, because a lot of people
Yeah.
are afraid
Yeah.
or don't want to burden someone else.
Yeah, and it's a lot of that, not wanting to burden somebody else, but you can't be scared to ask for help.
Yeah. For you got diagnosed with diabetes when you were 14. Okay, now let's go back to when you were 13. What would you tell 13-year-old Sai?
I would say, obviously 13, like, I didn't look like a normal 13-year-old. Like, I still looked like developed.
Were you insecure about that? At 13, you're very impressionable, I feel like.
I think yes, only because I was bullied in middle school.
Yeah.
Like, I was, like, this person specifically, this is like what always sticks to me. Obviously, I'm really white. Like, I'm very fair skinned, like blonde hair, blue eyes. Like I just, like, no pigment, like, whatsoever. Would run through the hallway and scream ghost. Like, ah, ghost. Like, as I'm walking through the hallways. Like, that
That's
too.
really sad.
Yeah.
So
That's so mean.
Like, you're just, like, a bully. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously, you just, like, look at them and, like, you're down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, like, that sticks with me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think the only reason why I noticed, like, because when I was, a freshman, I got down to 97 pounds. But it's because I was struggling with an eating disorder. It was a control thing and like a self-harm thing. But the only reason why I struggled or why I noticed my appearance was because other people around me would talk about their appearance, and then I'd be like, wait, do I have a big tummy?
Like, hyperfixated on yourself.
Yeah.
And
Or
then the
if I
body
saw,
dysmorphia kicks
yeah,
in.
or if I saw, Mom, I love you, but like sometimes she would get in the mirror and be like, does this make me look fat? And then I'm like, wait, now do I look fat? You know? And
Like,
so
seeing your mom do that.
yeah. And that's why I think it's very important, like with the girls, to be aware of when you stand
Because
in
that's
the
who
mirror.
you look up to. You have to be careful, like, you have to be aware of your audience.
Where?
I have microgreens in my teeth, sorry.
That's okay. You take your time. Where do you see Styles by Sai in the next 5 years?
Well, I definitely want the name to be changed. That was definitely on a whim. Like, if you told her, like, okay, make your Instagram account today, figure out a name. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like I would want to change it a little bit. Like, but busier. I mean, as of right now, I'm pretty busy. I would say for only technically being licensed for 3 years, like out of school for 3 years, doing him for 5. Wait. 4.
I was gonna say, girl, you're almost on 6 years. What do you mean? 4 years.
I don't
5
know.
years.
However long I've been licensed, but anyways, I already have a pretty steady clientele. Like, I feel like a lot of people ask me like, how are you so busy? Like, how did you do it? Like,
Yeah.
because I didn't go commission like starting off. Like, I was strictly booth rent, my own boss, like, and kind of made my way.
Are the people at Studio One commissioned? know?
There's different like tiers, I think.
Okay.
And like different contracts.
Because I know their prices are pretty
Crazy.
Up there.
I've always heard that.
Yeah. Would you ever want your own salon, or do you feel like where you're at now?
I mean, if I were to like move, I would definitely want my own space.
Yeah.
But I love working with my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love being on the floor with her. It's so much fun.
Where do you see the gel bar in the next 5 years?
I would love to continue doing what I'm doing and have my own space, but right now it's all kind of up in the air.
Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in on Rewrite with Allie. Where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at the Gel Bar by Kylie.
And you can find me on Instagram at Styles by Side.
Thanks for having us, Allie.
Hold on, put your headphones on. I don't know which one it is, but we'll find out. Okay. Do you guys hear anything?
Yeah. No. I can hear you. Victor, are you actually doing this?
Hold on. Okay, this was Kylie and Kai. This was Sai and Kylie on Rewrite with Allie. You guys took your headphones off. Ready? Let's give them a round of applause. Oh wait. Okay, right here. Sai and Kylie on Rewrite with Allie. Yay!